everybody, welcome back to another reading video. I'm just going to jump right into pulling a couple tarot cards to see what the energy is for the collective who's watching this video. Put these up in order a little bit. Okay, cool. So I feel like there's a bit of a mix of energy here. I pulled 5 cards. I pulled the Devil, the Six of Wands, the Moon, the Page of Wands, and the Star. So I feel like this could either be relevant to something you are going through right now. Well, I guess it is relevant to something you're going through right now. I was going to say, or that you recently have been through. A couple things. One thing is I feel a bit of kind of an up and down roller coaster energy. You may feel like you're going through something like that today or in the recent couple of days. Or maybe even, I would say a couple of days, especially because we have the wands here, which represent fire, which correlate with, days. Each element within the tarot correlates with a different span of time. Wands are days, swords are weeks, cups are months, and pentacles are years. There could be some kind of, you might have had a moment either today or recently, or you feel it kind of coming where you're confronting something deep in your subconscious. You're confronting some kind of attachment, some kind of challenge. It could take many different forms, and so I'll just name a few, but insecurity could be one of them. I actually just noticed what this image is, and it is a rabbit holding up this horned woman mask to its face, and for some reason there's a cute kitten at its feet. I don't know what that represents. Excuse my chills. I have the window open and it's a bit fresh and crisp outside. That you could find some surprising subconscious kind of challenge coming up for you, but it's really not anything that's gonna knock the wind out of your sails, especially with the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory and success. So you might be finally overcoming a certain pattern or attachment that has been troubling you for a while. And it's like you just knock it right out of the park. You just clean it up. Like those expressions are coming to mind to emphasize this, it's a done deal. It's done and over with, and it happened, and it's in the past, and whatever. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. I'm just getting this it's complete. It's wrapped up kind of energy. Like you conquered the devil. You conquered the demons, in other words. And then with the moon coming up, over time, you might have some moments, or you might be in a moment like this right now where you feel this sense of slowing down or insecurity or something. You might be feeling more reflective or more unsure or insecure, or just some kind of uncertainty, hesitance kind of energy. But it's almost as if through that you're going to realize that you need to just go take action. And you're going to feel inspired to go take action and do what you are supposed to do. So you might have some maybe breakdown or just some moments of where you feel like you're starting to break down, or things are kind of dissolving a little bit, becoming less clear, and you get to this place where you're just okay, I know what I need to do. And, even if I do feel a little bit emotional or insecure or whatever it is, I I feel a very strong conviction and even like the physical impulse to do this thing that I know is good for me, that I know I should do, with the Page of Wands. And just for the record, before I go into the last card, I just want to say that if you feel called to book a personal reading with me, please send me a message. I do intuitive, tarot, and body art scan readings, and there's more info for that in the description. And if you're liking this reading so far and you want to support me, you can send me a tip. I do have that option. Info's all in the description. The final card of this spread is the Star. So again, with this kind of like conquering, overcoming kind of energy, it's like you're going through something where a challenge came up, and it may have come up for you in waves, but you persisted and persevered through and through. You didn't let it hold you back. You didn't let it confuse you. You didn't even believe the confusion. You didn't even believe these voices of the devil or of the demons inside of you, or whatever. You didn't get distracted. You didn't lose sight. You didn't lose focus. But the distractions tried to come. They tried to knock you. They tried to maybe disillusion you or confuse you. But you got exactly what you wanted in the end. And you feel clear. You feel clear in the end. This is a card of wish fulfillment and hope, like the North Star kind of. This is the Star card. And by the way, this deck is called the Hush Tarot by Jeremy Hush. I think it's gorgeous. The art is beautiful. So I'm going to just pull some more cards to see if there's any other messages that want to come through. I'm actually going to pull an oracle card here. I feel like I want to take the bottom one. Kunzite, harmonizing trust and unconditional love. So yeah, I feel like there is a sense of harmony, cohesion, especially with the trust as well. You're coming out of this experience with more trust in yourself. Moonstone, change, mystery, and balancing cycles. Yeah, so I mean, we did pull the moon card, and there is an element of change and mystery there as well. So, yeah, I think that there are still maybe some things that are maybe still clear, or it's like maybe certain things kind of arose for you in whatever that journey is for you, however you relate to this reading. I feel like there's some energy still there that might come back again to revisit you, but it's like when it does come back, there's going to be more of a sense of clarity, and it's like the things that you are doing and progressing with and going through right now, the way that your life is unfolding and evolving and strengthening and building up will provide hindsight for whatever lunar, ambiguous kind of energy is still unprocessed or wants to come back up. Okay. I don't know if any of you watching this watched my previous video. Okay, so interesting. Six of Pentacles. So this could actually have to do with a relationship or a connection that you were in, or an internalized dynamic that you were experiencing in yourself where something was insufficient, something was lacking. We have the Two of Cups reversed, which upright, this represents harmony, attraction, and reciprocity. But it's reversed, so there's maybe some disharmony or like a split or a break or a pause where there used to be some form of attraction or like magnetism, either within yourself, within your view of yourself, or with an actual person. Could go both ways, however you relate to it. And then the Six of Pentacles represents generosity and sharing. Although this guy looks very, I don't know, he's got the art in here. The art in this deck is very stoic and intense. But he is holding the scales. And we actually have multiple scales here because we have the Justice card. So yeah, so whatever it is that you went through recently or in the past where this thing with like a relational reciprocity kind of breaking off, like there was it's almost like you're releasing that situation, or keeping you've allowed your heart to stay open so that love and your generous, joyful spirit can continue to shine and flow. You're pouring it into things that can contain your emotionality, your depth, because the reciprocity where you were putting it before, where you were putting your energy in the past, there came an end to the reciprocity that you were receiving back from whatever it is or whoever it was that you were putting yourself into. But you are continuing to keep your generous spirit alive, and balance is kind of being restored. So I feel like part of this like moon fluctuation, insecurity, whatever, this energy coming back up, and that might continue to come back up for you, has to do with kind of the residual emotional effects of moving away from something that was creating an imbalance with your emotional energy. And now there's not really so much of that anymore. And like throughout the process of coming back into harmony and balance with the Justice card, there very well may be some triggers, along the way. So yeah, that's what I have for you here. I feel like I want to say that you're doing great and it's going to be fine and it's going to just get easier and better and everything. And again, if you feel called to receive a reading from me, you can always send me a message and check out my description for information on more offerings. If you want to work on cultivating your own psychic and intuitive abilities, I do have a masterclass available for purchase where you basically watch me work through a particular practice that I do, and through watching it you can both learn specific psychic and intuitive development practices and fine-tune your own blueprint of how you perceive and intuit raw psychic information. So again, description, everything's down there. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.